Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this special figure showcase we're going to be looking at the 1985 Decepticon long haul. We've got loads to cover in this video, so we're going to look at a couple of different types of variants that I've got of him. We're going to look at him in all of his modes to help you decide how you want to display him. I'm going to show you all the accessories that he comes with to help you know if yours is complete. Of course, I'll point out some things that you need to be aware of if you're after purchasing one for yourself. And as I'm lucky enough to have a couple of different types of packaging, we can have a look at the artwork and the fantastic battle scenes on the back of that. Before we get started, I want to dedicate this video especially to Leo from Los Angeles, and I hope he enjoys it very, very much. Okay then, we're going to start with him in robot mode. So here is Long Haul, and as I've just said, he was released in 1985 as part of the Transformers line. He was actually released before as part of the Diaclone line, and funnily enough, I'll show you a picture of that in a second. But if we just have a quick look here, along with most G1 toys, the articulation wasn't, of course, the greatest. If we're being really generous, we're saying it's a shoulder articulation, but it's just his arms swiveling up and down. And we can be super generous and say he's got a knee tilt. But again, that is just for the transformation process. Obviously, things to be aware of. We've got some nice stickers and then some nice silver chromed bits there, which can, of course, get damaged and come off. We've also got the silver chrome inside the plastic wheels, which is good. But again, really like these guys, and of course probably the main reason is that guy there. Of course, he transforms and they combine with the other 5 constructicons to form Devastator. Right, I'm going to quickly just show you what I meant about he was released beforehand. I've got this really old Diaclone Japanese catalogue, and there we go, there he is, bright red, right where my thumb is. So that was obviously his incarnation before Transformers. Right, let's have a look at the let's have a look at the alternate modes. And before we look at the one which is all souped up, I want you to have a look at the colour difference between these. So the one in this hand you can see is a much brighter green, and that is because that is the Mexican variant. So there's your more standard Hasbro version there, and that is your Mexican. So some of them do have different shades. It's just one of the little, I suppose, nice things to pick out if you are variant hunting. Right, this is the, in fact, no, let's have a look at the standard alternate mode. We might as well. And it's brilliant. I really do like this. It looks really good. I think the clever thing they've managed to do is the fact that the lip, which is obviously supposed to be on the front of the dump, isn't actually attached to it. So they get away with that very well. You can see here just how much the silver plays a part again. It does look good. And then this is something, oh no, I will show it in the other mode. I was going to mention something there, but I'll show you it in another mode in a second. But that's your standard, I suppose, dump truck mode, isn't it? And it does look good. I do really like it. And it is functional. You can carry things in. In fact, funnily enough, I'm going to put this mini con in there for a second, and that'll remind me what I'm going to show you in a second. Right, so let's have a look at this. Now, this is either the powered up mode or the armored up mode. And basically, this is a brilliant way that you can attach all of the accessories that come with him to him when he's in this mode. So let's have a look at them. I like to put his actual pistol in the back just because there's space, and again it means you can carry it all. So this is his pistol, or laser blaster, whatever you want to call it, that we're looking for. We've then got the, I suppose it's like a waist stroke crotch point, which if you have a look on the actual combined mode is there. I'm going to show you this in a bit more detail in a second. And then we've got the attachment bracket from definitely around the waist. You can see you've got 2 green notches coming through there, and it just fits on top of them. These 2 missiles, by the way, you can't take them off. You can see they're screwed in. And yeah, there's your normal standard, again, alternate mode. So if we have a quick look at these, this is the, so it's important if you're getting this that you've got these dowels and clips inside, so everything can attach to it and you can combine to form him. This needs the 2 notches there. And then what we've got as well, if we have a look at him combined, we've got, if I move the fist out of the way, you can see there he is, long hauls at the back. He's making up the main sort of lower part of the torso, and all his accessories are attaching around there as well. Right, so I put that mini con there, and obviously this is something that they didn't realise at the time, but it is something now that you can use, and you can actually, using this shoulder port, you can attach a mini con to it. So if you're Armada figures, if you want to soup them up even more, obviously it wasn't known at the time, but it's just something we've found out now, which is obviously quite good. Right, there they are there. let's have a quick look at some of the types of packaging then. So I've got quite a few different types of packaging, but ironically enough, no actual standard Hasbro boxes. Let's have a look at this particular one for a start. So this is the gig release. This is the Italian version. And what they do is they change the name. So you can see he's not long haul anymore. He's Masigno. That's probably wrong. I apologise. And you can see there it says gig. You can see they say Transformer. And you can see it's licensed by Takara. So if we spin it around, we've got this battle scene on the back, which is fantastic. They didn't use this on the Hasbro versions. And you can see there, it just looks really, really good. You've got the Devastator added in to where the Dinobots are there. Let's have a little look inside then, just to see the sort of differences. So this is another reason why I love these little boxes, because obviously if you took this straight off a card, you'd that's it. You just mainly chuck the card away or maybe keep the backing. But there you go. Everything's nice and neat, nice and tucked inside. Everything looks really sweet in there. Keeps it all neat. And then the other thing that they did as well is the instructions were sort of universal. So you had the instructions for all of the constructicons in one. Saved them making individual. And then they just popped these inside the box. Now I'll show you the Japanese individual box as well, even though it's pretty much identical apart from the language. And the main reason for this is the gig stuff, which is all these. These were licensed, as I've just pointed out, by Takara. So this is the actual Takara version. Also, you can see they've got numbers. So this was their reference number or series in which they were issued. So we've got the transformation process on the back. The language is just in Japanese, and we've got the same amazing battle scene there as well. Right, let's create a little bit of space, because I've got a few gift sets to show you now. Right, let's move Devastator over here. So this one here, you can see, this is the Mexican gift set. And you can tell because you've got this little logo here, which says IGA Plasticos right there. That's the Mexican toy company. The language is all in Spanish. So we've got that there. And then if we spin it around, you've got the more standard battle scene that we're used to seeing there. Now, the other big thing to notice with it being Mexican is there are no robot points. So you've got the IGA logo there. And then again, we've got this lovely battle scene, and it's all in Spanish. So that's your Mexican variant, and that's why I've got the bright green figure. Let's have a look at one that's slightly different. This is the Takara Release. And the interesting thing, again, you've got number 37 on the top and the bottom. That's because all the individual ones, obviously I've took him out for now. I like this gift set. I like the way they put 3 each side, and of course you've got Devastator in the middle. With all the other gift sets, you've just got all the 6 to the left hand side. And yeah, this is the original Takara Release. And if we spin this around, you get to see that amazing battle scene in much more detail. And it is different. They've added things in, and you got to remember, as I say, these were all, you know, hand drawn or whatever. They weren't computer generated images. These are all literally drawn. So that's why I think they look so good. That's the Takara one. Now, last one, I've got the gig gift set, a bit like that. So same again, you've got the gig in the corner. You've got the fact that it says Transformers there at the top, which is interesting. And then of course they do change the names. And the one that we were obviously looking at was Masigno. And again, I've got him out of the packaging. If we turn it around, you've again just got that standard battle scene that we're used to seeing. And if somebody's had the robot points with that one. In fact, while that's there, and I think you can see, let's just again have a look at the differences. Yeah, I much prefer the Takara one. Right, let's get these back into position. There's just one other little thing I'm going to show you to bring this all to a close. Of course, these particular figures, the constructicons are so popular. Devastator's so popular. They're being constantly released, reissued. We've obviously had Combiner Wars version. We've had yeah, there's a Generation 2 version, which funnily enough didn't actually combine, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. I've got the Generation 2 yellow version of him. There he is, all exactly the same, just yellow. There we go. So that was a quick, I suppose, quite in-depth look at him. The main thing you're looking out for is that the stickers are okay, the silver on it shines, and the good thing about him is, if he's just by himself, if you haven't got any of his accessories, he will display absolutely fine in each mode for you. You've got nothing to worry about with that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed looking at him. I hope it brought back some nice memories for you all. And I hope you, Leo, I hope you liked it especially. So for everybody else out there, thanks for watching, liking, commenting, and of course, please take care. Thanks for watching. Like and comment. And don't forget to subscribe.